Hi, my name's Tex Miller. I'm being interviewed by Bobby Fazio.
So here we are at the 2022 NHRA Lucas Oil Series here at Maple Grove Dragway, and I am walking around the pits. I was racing stock and super stock. Unfortunately, I'm out in both categories, so it gives me a little more time to come around and meet new racers. Now, this is not a new racer to me. I've been watching this gentleman race ever since I was a little kid, and his name is Tex Miller. Tex, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Tex, where do you come from?
Fayetteville, Pennsylvania.
All right. Now, Tex drives a really nice 1972 Ford Mustang 351 Cleveland motor in F-Stock automatic. So, Tex, it's a 351 Cleveland. What's it advertised and rated at?
It's 275, rated at 325 by NHRA.
And then what do you have to weigh in F-Stock automatic?
3,580 pounds.
Wow, that's a pretty heavy beast. All right, let's take a look at the engine here. Now, who builds your engines, Tex?
This one was built by Phil Benedict.
And then the 351 Cleveland, since we have to run stock carburetors in Stock Eliminator, what kind of carburetor comes on this?
780 Holly.
780 Holly. All right, so a little bit bigger than what I'm required to run on my 65 Mustang, so they stepped it up a little bit in the later years. You got the Moroso cool can here. Nice. And then, Tex, what's the fastest you've ever gone with this car?
I set the record at 1082, and then I set that's in F-Stock automatic at 122. Then I set it in E-automatic at a 1064, 100 and almost 23 mile an hour.
Wow, all right, so that's pretty good, and for such a heavy car. Now let's take a peek inside the car. What kind of transmission do you run?
C4, built by Eddie Bednett, or Eddie, you have to back out.
Harinsky. Is it Ed Harinsky?
Harinsky.
All right, I thought so. I know he builds transmissions.
I was just talking to Ed Bednett up there, and he got off track.
Ed Bednez drives the stick shift Nova. We all know him. Now, these are the factory seats in here.
Yep.
Awesome. We love that about Stock Eliminator. Got to have the old dash in here. Let's take a look in the back. Back seat's not required. As soon as you put a roll bar in,
Right.
you can take that out, but the carpeting must remain. What kind of torque converter, Tex?
It's a Munsinger.
8-inch converter?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then what kind of rear in one of these cars?
It's Richmond gear, 543.
What kind of RPM are you turning out?
I shift around 76, so you just do it 8.
Wow. And then this is a 30-inch Goodyear radial, correct? So
awesome.
In Stock Eliminator, you are limited to a 9-inch wide tire, and the 30x9 is the it's the tire of choice in Stock Eliminator. So you're turning out that kind of RPM. It'd be hard for you to even go to a higher tire, taller tire. So that's pretty cool. Now, Tex, you're a former world champion. So
Yes.
let's talk about this. What year did you win the championship?
1982.
1982, but it wasn't done in this car. You hadn't gotten this car yet, correct?
Correct. I ran 3/4 of the year in a Gran Torino Sport. 1972, I bought new at the Ford dealer I was working at, and then I made it a drag car, and I won several classes, several national meets, and like I said, went on to win the world, but I finished it out in this car, which, not this car, I'm sorry. It was a barter car. Dwayne Escant's dad lent me it. He broke his motor, and I put mine in there and went to Michigan just to top the points off a little more. I went to the quarterfinals out in Michigan. So that helped sew the championship up.
Sealed the deal, national champion 1982. So congrats. Now this car, when did you get this car?
1985.
85, all right.
I won the Lucas Nationals with this car.
So I wasn't born when you won your championship, and I was only 3 years old when you won, or when you got this car.
Yeah,
so,
this car here, I won the Columbus race too, Spring Nationals.
Awesome.
So it's 3-time national champ in NHRA. I won the President's Cup and runner-up the following year in Budge Creek in IHRA. And I've won class 41 times now.
Wow.
I got 2 of these, so I share them.
Where are you hiding all those 41 trophies?
Home in my family room.
That must be a big room. So you are a Ford guy through and through. You've been selling Fords for a very long time.
Yeah, my
That's your
dad
profession.
had Fords, and I don't know. Like I said, I tell people kidding around, and I think he tattooed Ford on the back of my brain when I was born.
So are you still selling Fords, or are you
I
retired?
retired in 50 and a half years selling Fords.
50 and a half years.
Started in 1969.
Did they give you a tally of how many Fords you've sold over that 50 and a half years?
I kept my average of what I sold. I was one of the top producers at the Ford dealers, either one of them. And I estimate over 10,000
Wow.
total cars, new and used.
That's great. All right, you got to be smooth, much smoother than me to be a salesman. So,
Not when you're selling Fords, they're number one. 45 years straight. No one can say that. And Ford trucks are best on the road.
F-150, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So you were very fortunate there in round 2 of Stock Eliminator. You took out a pretty tough customer.
That was round 3.
That was round 3 of Stock Eliminator. So you took out Bubba Linky, who's a killer driver.
Yeah.
Tell
he's a
everybody
good driver.
how that race went down.
Well, just right off the line, I got a good light, and
What was your light?
002.
Wow. And then you run right on your dial in?
No, I was off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck. Keep it rolling. 4th round coming up probably shortly because the day is going to start moving quick now.
Yeah.
So thanks for spending a little bit of time with us, and we will see you. Will you be heading to Lebanon Valley in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
What do you think your next race will be?
Maybe Bristol.
All right, the national event.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look forward to seeing you there. Thanks a lot, Tex, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Pleasure.